There are three mistakes that business owners and professionals are doing when it comes to their diet, when they want to have better energy, more focus, less brain fog, and also when they want to heal their chronic illnesses. And in this video, I want to talk about these three mistakes that most professionals and business owners are doing. I want to show you how you can avoid them and that you get to your goal of having more energy and better focus doing work, but also in your everyday life. So, one of the biggest mistakes that business owners and professionals are doing is that they eat too much processed food. You know, you could have a busy lifestyle, you could have appointment after appointment after appointment every day, and then it's not easy, or for a lot of people or for a lot of professionals and business owners, it's not easy to eat the right kind of foods and specifically to avoid processed food. And the issue with processed food is first of all, there's so many ingredients in there when it comes to processed food that you don't want to have in your body. Doesn't matter if it's like additives, preservatives, if it's MSG, which is like natural flavors. And also lots of that stuff is contaminated with GMOs. Like there's lots of soy in there, lots of corn in there, canola oil is oftentimes in there. So these processed foods, they first of all are really hard on your liver, and they can be also addictive for you, so making it harder for you to let go of that. And on top of that, some of the ingredients in processed foods are very toxic to your brain, like the MSG that is killing your neurons and killing your brain cells. And also some of the foods in processed foods, some of the ingredients are really bad in terms of feeding pathogens in your body, specifically the GMO foods like soy or corn. And what you need to do is to basically do a meal plan or make sure that you prep your food ahead in order to not have the need to buy processed food, and to make sure that you have your food ready, that you maybe prepare your food the night before and take that with you the next day, that you don't need to eat these processed foods, because that's really taking a toll on your health, and that's definitely not going to help you when you want to get better, when you want to heal your chronic health issues. And that's why I would highly recommend to you to limit or avoid processed food as much as possible. Otherwise, it's really hard to get better, it's really hard to heal. And therefore, you need to prep your foods, you need to prep ahead. Even if you just take light snacks with you and snack that throughout the day that are healthy, that is much better than grabbing a sandwich or grabbing a pack of chips or grabbing a donut in your lunch session, or go to the cafeteria where you just eat processed foods a lot. So you want to make sure that you avoid that. Another mistake is that almost all professionals and business owners are hooked on caffeine. So you have the coffee every day, you have the energy drinks every day, you have the matcha tea every day, you have chocolate every day, you have green tea, you have black tea. Everything that has caffeine in your everything that has caffeine as an ingredient, or contains caffeine, you don't see that as an ingredient in chocolate, for example, or in coffee anyways, is really bad for your adrenals and bad for your energy, because caffeine prompts your adrenals to release lots of adrenaline, flooding your body with adrenaline, keeping you going, is giving you that focus, is giving you that energy rush, but that's fake energy. You basically use up your adrenals over time, and you weaken your adrenals when you are drinking or consuming more caffeine. It can be good, it can be okay even for decades that you consume caffeine every day, but then sooner or later you're gonna hit the wall. Your adrenals are gonna be so weakened that you can't do that lifestyle anymore, and that you are not able to actually have enough energy throughout the day to think clearly. So you really want to make sure to limit or lower your caffeine intake, because otherwise you're gonna weaken your adrenals more and more and more and more over time, which is also not helpful for your brain, because when you're constantly running on adrenaline, it's increasing the heat in your brain. It's also burning out neurotransmitter chemicals, leading to more brain fog. So you want to make sure that you avoid caffeine. And I know how hard it is. I know how hard it is to get rid of caffeine because it's actually a psychoactive drug and it's very addictive, and you can get severe headaches and migraines when you have withdrawal symptoms from caffeine. But one of the best things when you want to get rid of caffeine is coconut water. So if you want to try to get rid of caffeine, try lots of coconut water. And this is actually rebuilding your neurotransmitter chemicals, and it can help a lot when you want to get rid of caffeine. So as much coconut water as you want, basically. And then another big mistake that lots of professionals and business owners are doing in terms of their diet is, and this is a very unpopular opinion, but they always eat high fat and high protein. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you always have high fat meals. And this is also something that is stopping you from healing your chronic health issues. This is something that's overburdening your liver even more. This is something that's weakening your adrenals, because when you eat a high-fat diet, also high protein, your bloodstream is filled with fats. And when your bloodstream is filled with fats, you have the problem of having high blood fat, and then your adrenals have to kick in to disperse the blood, to disperse the fat, and also to thin out the blood. And what's happening, that the strain on the heart is not getting too big. So what's happening, every time you eat high-fat diets, you're weakening your adrenals even more, because the adrenals have to pump out all that adrenaline all the time. So you have the problem of being on adrenaline the whole time. It can even make you addictive. That's why lots of people also feel so good on these high-fat, high-protein diets, because you're constantly running on adrenaline, which is giving you that sense of a high. But long term, it's going to burn you out, and it's going to overburden your liver, because your liver also has to produce so much bile in order to disperse all of these fat cells, and it's also weakening your gastric strength. It's weakening your hydrochloric acid in your stomach as well, leading to digestive issues, leading to bloating, leading to more issues with your digestive system in general, leading to more SIBO, to colitis, Crohn's, all these kind of things. So you want to make sure that you don't eat these high-fat, high-protein meals every single time of the day when you're eating something, which is what everybody mainly is doing, because everybody is brainwashed about getting proteins in. Even though you get proteins from every single food, like it's not even possible to be deficient in proteins when you just eat any diet. It's not possible. And we've been trained and brainwashed to have protein every single day, in every single meal, high protein, high protein, high protein, without realizing that it's always high fat as well. So this is also a big, big mistake that lots of professionals and business owners are doing. And if you have struggles with chronic illness, with chronic fatigue, with brain fog and concentration issues, I offer everybody a free discovery call, because that these issues are very individual. I offer everybody a free discovery call. All that you need to do is to go to my website, www.theobergmann.com, book your free discovery call there. Then we will give you a call to figure out if and how I can help you with your symptoms. And then we would move on to a free strategy call, which is basically like an initial consultation. And in that initial consultation, it's for 60 to 90 minutes. We would show you a strategy on how you can achieve your health goals, because I've been doing that over and over again, healing people from chronic fatigue, from brain fog, from chronic health challenges, autoimmune as well. So we will show you the strategy on how you can achieve that. And I would highly recommend you doing that, because if you don't take action about that, if you don't change something because you're in that vicious cycle of doing the same thing over and over again or trying different things, and meanwhile, you don't even know that you're doing the same thing over and over again. Even though you're trying different diets, you're still doing like high fats, high protein diets, which is not good for your liver and for your adrenals. So you need to change something. You can't do the same thing over and over again and basically expecting the same different results. And if you don't understand the adrenals specifically and the liver in your body, these vital organs, if you don't know how they work, if you don't know what they like in terms of foods and supplements, you're gonna get worse with the things you're doing right now, and eventually even not be able to work as you can, not be able to follow your career path, not be able to make the money that you otherwise would make when you would be healthy. So I would actually make sure that you do something about that you can provide for your family, for your loved ones in the future. So book that free discovery call, link it in the description, www.theobergmann.com. And yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel, and we see each other in one of the next videos. Bye bye.